say about your name?
I guess it's kind of unique. Nobody really has the name Cheyenne besides a few people that I know.
My name's Chris, and I think it's pretty neat because it's like Christianity, like Christ. It's pretty cool. If my name was like Antichrist, it'd be like Antichrist, and that wouldn't be too good. But I like my name.
Do you appreciate your name?
My name's Micah Hess. I don't know where I got my name. I've only met 3 people with my name, and they're all guys. That's a bummer. That's about it.
My name is Larissa. I got my name from my father. His name is Larry. I was supposed to be a boy, so I was going to be a little Larry. And then just recently I found out in mythology that there was a place called Larissa, and that's my name.
Oh, hi. My full name is Kevin Stewart Heckler. I was named Kevin because my mom, when she was in college, was in the band in Eastern Kentucky, and her best friend was named Kevin. The unfortunate part about my middle name, Stewart, is that I was named after a soap opera star in the 70s. And Stewart's not a great name anyways. No offense, Stuart Barnes, you know what your name, but I don't really care for Stewart that much. People call me Stewie. It's weird. I don't know. That's it.
Do you like having the same name as Candy?
Yeah, I do. It's not bad. Not a lot of people have my name. I think I know of one other person in Truman County that has my name, so it's kind of cool.
Right?
Do you appreciate your name, Kenny?
Yeah, I do. Because my dad named me after a pastor.
Really?
Yeah. Kenny Youngblood. So I appreciate my name.
I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make.
Put in. Type in meet me at O'Charlie's after the game tomorrow. It's lengthy on purpose.
I jump in the motorcycle. What is that?
Moped. It's really putting there.
The daisy.
You ever gonna text me? Y'all notice when he starts texting, he starts swerving, his speed goes up and down. Everything on here is avoidable if you're paying attention.
That was their fault. You were going 70.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. These things happen daily. Oh, Charlie's. All right, you're coming up behind the tractor up there. Just hang slow. I'll see that red car way back there.
Well, I think that this whole thing really helps you to be aware of what can really happen if you do decide to text and drive, and that it can really hurt people and you can die.
It really makes you think.
Won't know until about a year after we've gone. If nobody from here gets in any trouble or accidents from texting, then we know we won. So it's one of those things that's hard to track. It takes time.
Everybody that came was very well behaved. These men come from Louisville and they were so impressed with our school. So I think everybody listened and we appreciate all that.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like, here comes the, here comes the, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like.
If you could meet anyone living or dead, who would you meet?
Ben Affleck.
Why?
Because he's really cute.
What do you miss most about being a kid?
Recess, because you get to run around and have fun. You don't have to do schoolwork.
Beach house or mountain hideaway?
Beach house.
If you could meet anyone living or dead, who would it be and why?
Justin Moore, because he has amazing songs and he's pretty hot.
What's your favorite time of the year?
Summertime, because you don't have to worry about it being too cold. You get to wear sandals and just do whatever you want to, because when it's cold you can't really do anything. But when it's warm, it's just nice.
What do you miss most about being a kid?
Being able to eat whatever I wanted, because I just love eating. But when you get older, you're able to get fatter easier. And being a kid, you can eat whatever the heck you want to, and it doesn't matter. Plus, you get to that might help out too, because you run around a lot, like recess and stuff, and I'm babbling, but that's what I miss about being a kid.
Have you ever had something happen to you that you thought was going to be bad, but it turned out to be good?
When I had surgery at the beginning of the year, it pretty much sucked completely, but it made me a stronger person through the fact that I was able to trust God more with things and trust that He had a plan, and even though I hated it sometimes, it's going to be okay in the end, and I'm okay now, so. What was the last experience that made you a stronger person?
The last experience that made me a stronger person was when I found out I was pregnant, and it's been hard, but I've been stronger. Been coming to school getting A's and B's, having a little boy. He's due June 30th, and his name's Brantley Wang.
What do you miss most about being a kid?
Not coming to school, of course. And then playing with my little sister in the horse pen. We take our water hose and we make this big mud puddle. And we go running through it on our bellies. That was the funnest part. That's what I missed the most.
Do not publish this anywhere. This is not appropriate library behavior.
So it's not in front of it.
All right, Mr. Stewart, who will be your national champion of the NCAA tournament?
Either North Carolina or Kansas coming out of that region. The University of Kentucky Wildcats.
Ben.
UK.
Florida State and Spartans.
It's going to be North Carolina.
State, baby. Sorry, Louisville. Kansas Jayhawks, rock chalk.
Kentucky.
UK win versus Kansas.
Well, the Kansas Jayhawks are going to squawk when UK beats them in the final. When UK beats them in the final. Transplanting is where you take these little bushes thingies like that, and you plant the seed in like this little potter, and you let it grow until it gets to a certain size. You take and you transplant it to like one of these, and then it'll grow, and then it'll be ready to plant in your gardens or your whatever you call them, majiggies. Just you can grow anything. I need a transplant! I always heard that her plant was top shelf. And Lord, I joined some people to find out myself. Don't knock till you tried it. Well, I tried it, my friend. I'll never transplant with Miss G again. And I learned a hard lesson in a small Trimble town. She poured out a packet and she passed it around. The last words I spoke before we planted them. I'm a discount bunch, but I'll never transplant with Miss G again. Never transplant with Miss G again. Class is all over before it begins. You can plant me some tomatoes and peppers, my friend, but I'll never transplant with Miss G again. We hopped in the greenhouse, the marigolds rose. The party was Bedford, it was was after 6th period. Alone in the greenhouse, just me and her. I took one plant and fertilizer set in. I'll never transplant with Miss G again. Transplanting's all over before it begins. You can plant me some Reese and roses, my friend, but I'll never transplant with Miss G again. Let's go to the greenhouse. Now we're passing the seeds, and we're telling good jokes. I can tell the ones are coming, 'cause I smell the dirt. No, I do not partake, I just let it pass by. With a grin on my face, and a great fertilizer high. Very bad stuff, but I'll never transplant with Miss G again. Transplanting is over before it begins. You can plant me some green lime, beans, and corn, but I'll never transplant with Miss G again. Hey, Miss G, I transplanted again. In a fetal position with dirt on our chins. We broke down and transplanted with Miss G again. And guys, join 7th period so you can transplant with Miss G more often. Please do not try this at home. Try it in the green.
Hey, come here. Miss G don't know, but I'll transplant again.